Hello everyone, today's message is to VeryDarkMan fans, all the Rattle and VeryDarkMan fans. I have few questions and couple of questions I want to ask you about your followership with VeryDarkMan. Number one, I will start with a question. What is the best way to show genuine support for VeryDarkMan without blindly defending every action it takes? Number two, how can you balance being a passionate supporter with being an open-minded listener when someone disagrees with his ideas? Number three, in what ways can fans hold VeryDarkMan accountable while still supporting his mission to bring freedom and justice? Number four, what impact might aggressive or dismissive reaction towards others have on VeryDarkMan's reputation and message? How can you tell if your actions as a supporter are helpful to VeryDarkMan's goals or intentionally harmful? And are there ways you can contribute to his cause that are constructive rather than combative? Number seven, I should ask, how can you differentiate between blindly following and constructively supporting someone with whom you align with? Number eight, what does it mean to be a critical thinker while being a follower, and how can this benefit VeryDarkMan's cause? Number nine, how do you determine when it's more effective to engage in a dialogue versus defending or attacking anyone who disagrees with his viewpoint? Number 10, how can you advocate for change without alienating people who might have different perspectives? Number 11, what are the long-term effects on VeryDarkMan's movement if his followers engage in hostile behavior, aggressive behavior? Do you think it's going to affect his reputation? Number 12, how can you ensure that your support comes from a place of understanding rather than just group loyalty? Number 13 should be, in what ways can you encourage other fans to follow responsibly and thoughtfully? Number 14, before the last one, how can you identify moments when you may be acting out of emotion instead of supporting his goals thoughtfully? And the last ones will be, how would you handle realizing that your actions might be misguiding someone you believe in? And what will you do today to correct it? Let me put it this way. Understanding his mission and vision, knowing what drives VeryDarkMan and his goals, helps fans support him in ways that truly reflect his intentions. If his mission is to bring freedom, justice, or change, then supporting him means being committed to values rather than reacting impulsively to disagreement of every other person's view. And when I use disagreement, what I mean is when you begin to antagonize somebody else or try to destroy somebody else. Is it not high time for Nigerians to start thinking constructively than to keep thinking in a way whereby being destructive? Instead of shutting down opposing views, fans can become stronger. Will I use stronger advocates by engaging in meaningful conversations with others? Because these create opportunities to educate and inform rather than fuel hostility, helping others understand VeryDarkMan's message instead of alienating them. Fans should also ask themselves whether their words or action are helping or harmful to VeryDarkMan's reputation. Sometimes defending someone too aggressively can backfire, and in fact, it can distort the cause. Even if the intentions are good, being mindful of how you present or they present can make a huge difference in gaining respect for the movement of VeryDarkMan. Do you know he has a movement? Are you supporting the movement responsibly before you know the government you people have now? The government will say that these people have become terrorists, these people have become this and these people have become that. And before you know, they can destroy his movement. Do not underestimate Nigerian government, Nigerian youth. And I believe this, that true support doesn't mean blindly agreeing with everything. It means being confident enough to think critically, encouraging other fans to question, discuss, and even respectfully disagree can prevent group thinking, helping VeryDarkMan refine his own ideas and for him to stay grounded. And I think instead of focusing on the opposition or conflict, fans can make a stronger impact by suggesting positive solutions and collaborating with others. Because I believe this energy shift can lead to productive actions that align with VeryDarkMan's purpose. And while I summarize my thoughts, I think sometimes a supporter might need to adjust their approach or actions if they realize they are aligned with the greater vision. Being dedicated fan means being willing to grow and adapt to best support VeryDarkMan's goal. And in my opinion, lastly, I think a greater fan isn't just someone who loudly supports, but someone who reflects, educates, and acts responsibly to truly embody the mission of VeryDarkMan. When fans are thoughtful and intentional, they help create a sustainable, impactful movement that resonates widely and grows naturally. This type of support will make VeryDarkMan's influence stronger and more enduring. When I say anything against VeryDarkMan, my intention as the man of thought is not to be against him, is to make him think. Do not consider me as his enemy. And I understand also that there are others who actually hate VeryDarkMan. But you see, hate versus hate would beget hate. In hatred, you become destructive. The fans of VeryDarkMan are very strong. And if you guys bring those voices and you become destructive to somebody else who hates, the question is this: what are you representing yourself to be? In the long run, we are not creating a military regime. We are creating a society of thinkers, critical thinkers. At the suffering and the stage of where Nigeria has been coming from and where we are, our problem is that we have believed so much in leaders. I think at this moment, we need to support those who we believe in, but we need to have critical thinking and question whatever they do. I am a Yoruba, and VeryDarkMan is an Edo man. There is no tribalism between me and him in any form. But some of you might want to create tribalism, all because you are trying to get to a point. In my own opinion, you fans are the strong weapon that he has. Be the weapon that would make a better change in Nigeria. And I know that whatever I say, not every of his fans can comprehend it. In fact, some people will say I talk too much English. No be say I sabi English that much. It is because we are Nigerians. We get the weary side of us and we get the logical side of us. So I like to mix them together sometimes. I be like you too. But in a nutshell, you guys are his weapon. You guys are his strength. You guys should be his guidance. For those who like the message, if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Give it a thumbs up if it is helpful to you. If it is not, make your comment Let's drag one more time.
When you are revolutionary and you talk the truth, people will come and slap you down. Then you talk the truth again, they lock you in jail. Them never hear anything at all. Then go hear pansa pansa. When you are revolutionary and you talk the truth, people will come and slap you down. Then you talk the truth again, they lock you in jail. Them never hear anything at all. Then go hear pansa pansa.